गुड मॉर्निंग फ्रेंड्स, वेलकम बॅक टू माय यूट्यूब चॅनल. आज आपण शिकूया युनिट नंबर 6, रोबस्ट डिझाईन अँड डेव्हलपमेंट. त्याचा सिलेबस ह्या पुढील प्रमाणे आहे: टूल्स अँड टेक्निक्स फॉर रोबस्ट डिझाईन अँड डेव्हलपमेंट, ॲडव्हान्स प्रोडक्ट क्वालिटी प्लॅनिंग, डिझाईन फेल्युअर, मोड इफेक्ट ॲनालिसिस, व्हॅल्यू analysis and value engineering, product life cycle management and product data management, etc. हा झाला त्याचा सिलेबस. आणि केस स्टडी कशावर आहे? टीम सेंटर ॲप्लिकेशन इन प्रोडक्ट डिझाईन अँड डेव्हलपमेंट, DFMEA, प्रोसेस फ्लो चार्ट, पार्ट प्रिंट ॲनालिसिस. या काही क्वेश्चन पेपर आहेत मागील झालेल्या युनिव्हर्सिटी एक्झाममध्ये. नोव्हेंबर डिसेंबर 2022 मधली क्वेश्चन पेपर आहे. राईट द शॉर्ट नोट ऑन APQP, राईट अ शॉर्ट नोट ऑन DFMEA, discuss the element of PLM in detail, list down the type of the APEA and explain the any one of with example, write a short note on PDM, discuss the design of robust system in detail. ही मे 2023 ची क्वेश्चन पेपर आहे. राईट अ शॉर्ट नोट ऑन APQP, म्हणजे मागचा तसा रिपीट झालाय. राईट अ शॉर्ट नोट ऑन DFMEA, मागचा तसा रिपीट झालाय. डिस्कस द एलिमेंट ऑफ PLM इन डिटेल, म्हणजे मागचीच क्वेश्चन पेपर जवळपास रिपीट झाली. लिस्ट डाउन द टाइप्स ऑफ द FMEA अँड एक्सप्लेन द स्टेप ऑफ FMEA, डिफरेंशिएट व्हॅल्यू अनालिसिस अँड द व्हॅल्यू इंजिनिअरिंग, व्हॉट आर गाईडलाईन्स फॉर डिझाईन फॉर रोबोटिक डिस्कशन. ही मे 2024ची. राईट अ शॉर्ट नोट ऑन डिझाईन फॉर रोबस्टनेस, राईट अ शॉर्ट नोट ऑन प्रोडक्ट डाटा मॅनेजमेंट PDM, राईट अ discuss the element of PLM in detail, explain the FMEA with example, differentiate value analysis and value engineering, write short note on product life cycle management PLM. ही डिसेंबर 2024ची आहे. राईट अ शॉर्ट नोट ऑन ॲडव्हान्स प्रोडक्ट क्वालिटी प्लॅनिंग, व्हॉट इज द इम्पॉर्टन्स ऑफ PLM अँड PDM फॉर डिझायनर, इंग्लिश इंडस्ट्रियल सेफ्टी टू बी कन्सिडर इन प्रोडक्ट डिझाईन. What is PLM? What are their phases involved in it? Explain the aesthetic and aesthetic consideration in product design. What are guidelines for design for robustness? Discuss. मे 2025-24 वाटते. Discuss the design for robustness in detail. Describe in detail process flow chart. Differentiate value analysis and value engineering. Define APQP and explain APQP phase. Write a short note on product data management. Differentiate DFMEA and PFMEA. म्हणजे जवळपास तेच क्वेश्चन पेपर, तेच क्वेश्चन रिपीट होत असतात. इम्पॉर्टंट जे पॉईंट आहेत ते. आता बघू इंट्रोडक्शन टू रोबस्ट डिझाईन. Robust design, it is process of the designing product or system that are the less sensitive to variation in the uncontrollable factor like environment, material and user behavior, thereby ensuring consistent performance. Why robust design important? Enhance product reliability and quality, reduce the cost by minimizing defect and rework, increase the customer satisfaction by delivering reliable product. Historical constraint. The concept was popularized by the Gennady Tujichi, who introduced the method to improve the robustness in the product design. आपण introduction to robust design बघितली. Key principles of robust design: minimizing the sensitivity to variation. Variation refers to as a noise factor, as a temperature, humidity, and manufacture inconsistencies can affect the product performance. The goal of the robust design is to make the product that are less sensitive to these variation. Types of the variation: noise factor, uncontrollable factor like temperature or aging in a material. Control factor, adjustable factor in design process such as the dimension, material, properties, etc. Signal factor, user control factor such as how a hard user pushes a button. Tolerance design. Setting the approximate tolerance for manufacturing process is key. Tight tolerance can be costly, but too loose tolerance can compromise quality. Parameter design. Adjusting the controllable design factor parameter to optimize the product performance in the face of the variation. ॲडव्हान्स प्रोडक्ट क्वालिटी प्लॅनिंग APQP, हा पण एक खूप इम्पॉर्टंट पॉईंट आहे. त्याच्या बऱ्याच क्वेश्चन पेपरमध्ये याचे क्वेश्चन आले. डिस्कस करा, त्याच्यावरती नोट्स लिहा, त्याच्यावरती ब्रीफ इन्फॉर्मेशन द्या, असे काही क्वेश्चन बऱ्यापैकी त्याच्यावर आले. तर आपण आता बघूया प्रोडक्ट क्वालिटी प्लॅनिंग APQP ॲडव्हान्स प्रोडक्ट क्वालिटी प्लॅनिंग काय असतं ते बघूया. In advanced product quality planning, that means APQP, is structured framework used in the automotive, manufacturing and other industry to ensure that products are developed with a focus on quality, reliability and customer satisfaction. APQP म्हणजे काय की हे इंडस्ट्रीमध्ये वापरलं जातं आणि ते कशावर फोकस असतं त्याचं की प्रोडक्ट कसं डेव्हलप झालं पाहिजे, त्याच्यात क्वालिटी चांगली पाहिजे, प्रोडक्टची रिलायबिलिटी पाहिजे आणि कस्टमर सॅटिस्फॅक्शन भेटलं पाहिजे. APQP is the productive approach that help organize the plan, manage and improve their product develop process. Here these are some key components of the step involved in APQP. APQP म्हणजे एकदम सोप्या भाषेत समजायचं झालं की एखाद्या प्रोडक्टची क्वालिटी कशी वाढवायची, एखाद्या प्रोडक्टची रिलायबिलिटी कशी वाढवायची, ते त्याच्याने दोघी वाढल्या तर कस्टमर ऑटोमॅटिक सॅटिस्फॅक्शन होणार आहे. आणि प्लॅन, मॅनेज आणि इम्प्रूव्ह प्रोडक्ट डेव्हलपमेंट प्रोसेस APQP मदत करत असतं. आता APQP मध्ये काय काय इन्व्हॉल्व आहे आपण ते पाहूया. क्वालिटी प्लॅनिंग, प्रोडक्ट डिझाईन अँड डेव्हलपमेंट. क्वालिटी प्लॅनिंग मध्ये द फाउंडेशन ऑफ द APQP इज अ क्वालिटी प्लॅनिंग. म्हणजे बेस आणि फाउंडेशन कोणतं झाला APQP. APQPचं फाउंडेशन कोणतं झाला क्वालिटी प्लॅनिंग. Quality planning it involves defining the customer requirement, regulatory standard, and internal quality objective. These steps set the entire product development process. म्हणजे क्वालिटी मॅनेजमेंटमध्ये कस्टमर रिक्वायरमेंट, रेग्युलेटरी स्टँडर्ड अँड इंटरनल क्वालिटी ऑब्जेक्ट या स्टेप असतात. सेकंड आहे प्रोडक्ट डिझाईन अँड डेव्हलपमेंट. This phase involves the creation of the product concept, detailed design, and prototype development. Key activities include concept development, design review, and prototype testing. Emphasis is placed on identify and the addressing potential quality issue early in design phase. प्रोडक्ट डिझाईन अँड डेव्हलपमेंटमध्ये प्रोडक्टची कन्सेप्ट, डिटेल डिझाईन, प्रोटोटाइप डेव्हलपमेंट यांचं एकत्रीकरण असतं. प्रोसेस डिझाईन अँड डेव्हलपमेंट. इन दिस स्टेप the focus shift from the product to the manufacturing process. It involves the designing the product process, including the selection of the equipment, tools, and facility, ensuring that the manufacturing process is capable to the consistency product producing the high quality product is essential. 4. Product and process validation. This phase is dedicated to the validating both the product and the manufacturing process. It includes product validation and product process validation. Product validation म्हणजे confirming that the product meets the customer requirement and specification throughout the testing and inspection. Product validation म्हणजे कस्टमरच्या ज्या नीड आहे, कस्टमरला ज्या नीड आहे ते सॅटिस्फाय होत आहे कशाने, टेस्टिंग आणि इन्स्पेक्शनने, त्याला म्हणतात आपण प्रोडक्ट व्हॅलिडेशन. प्रोसेस व्हॅलिडेशन म्हणजे ensuring that the production process is capable the consistent producing the product that meets quality standard. This often involve the running a production trial or pilot run. 5. Feedback. Feedback, assessment and the corrective action. Ongoing the feedback and the assessment are crucial in APQP. Any issue, deviations or the discrepancies from the plan and identify and address. Correct, corrective actions are taken in the ensure the product and process meets quality requirement. 6. Launch. Assessment and feedback. Once the product is launched into the full production, ongoing assessment and feedback continue to the monitor quality and make the improvement as necessary. There is a one chart. Phase description, key output. Phase plan and define program. Description, understand customer needs and expectation. Key output, voice of the customer, feasibility study, product requirement, preliminary bill of material. Second, product design and development. म्हणजेच डेव्हलप अ प्रोडक्ट डिझाईन दॅट मीट द रिक्वायरमेंट. DFMEA डिझाईन व्हेरिफिकेशन, डिझाईन रिव्ह्यू, प्रोटोटाइप टेस्टिंग. थर्ड, प्रोसेस डिझाईन अँड डेव्हलपमेंट. क्रिएट अ रोबस्ट मॅन्युफॅक्चरिंग प्रोसेस. प्रोसेस फ्लो चार्ट, PFMEA, कंट्रोल प्लॅन, वर्क इंस्ट्रक्शन. Product and process validation. Verify that the design and process meets all specification. Product trial run, measurement system analysis, process capability study, PAPA submission. Feedback assessment and corrective action. Review result, implement improvement, customer feedback, corrective and the prevention action. CAPA lessons learned. Design failure mode effect analysis. DFMEA stand for the design failure mode and effect analysis. हा पण खूप इम्पॉर्टंट टॉपिक आहे, याच्यावर पण 2-3दा नोट्स लिहायला परत त्याच्यावरती ब्रीफ इन्फॉर्मेशन द्यायला असे थोडेफार क्वेश्चन आलेत, म्हणजे थोडेफार म्हणजे भरपूरच आले, त्याच्यामुळे त्याचं पण स्टडी करा. इट इज अ सिस्टमॅटिक स्ट्रक्चर अप्रोच यूज टू द आयडेंटिफाय अनालिस अँड द प्रिव्हेंट पोटेन्शियल फेल्युअर इन प्रोडक्ट डिझाईन स्टेज बिफोर प्रोडक्शन बिगिन. इट सेल्फ इन्शुअर दॅट द फायनल डिझाईन मीट्स कस्टमर एक्सपेक्टेशन अँड द फंक्शनल reliability. Objective of the DFMEA: to identify the possible failure modes in product design, to evaluate the effect of the failure of the system or customer, to prioritize the risks based on the servicity, occurrence, and detection, to implement the corrective action to eliminate or reduce these risks. When DFMEA use, DFMEA कुठे कुठे यूज होतं ते आपण बघूया. During new product design and development, when existing design are modified, when new technology, material or component are introduced. A term दिलाय आणि त्याचं डिस्क्रिप्शन दिलाय. जे failure mode, the way in which design could fail to meet its function, example crack, deformation, leakage. Effect: the result of the failure, noise, poor performance, safety hazard. Cause: the reason why the failure might occur. Control: existing design measure to prevent to detect the failure. एक फ्लो चार्ट दिलाय तो आपण बघूया. फेल्युअर मोड अँड इफेक्ट डेफिनेशन, रिस्क असेसमेंट, रिस्क मिटिगेशन तर प्रिव्हेंटेशन. फेल्युअर मोड अँड इफेक्ट डेफिनेशन मध्ये scope the DFMA, define the function, identify the failure modes, describe the effect of the failure, risk assessment, define the current failure prevention method, define current failure detection method, rank failure risks mitigations and prevention, document and implement the follow on action, assess the effective and determine next step. Describe effect of failure मध्ये assign servicity rating, define current failure prevention method मध्ये assign occurrence rating, define current failure detection method मध्ये assign detection rating. आणि तिघींना एकत्र केलं तर खाली कॅल्क्युलेट RPM, आणि तेच आपण वरती पाठवतो रँक फेल्युअरला, रँक फेल्युअर रिस्कला. Team formation, select the design, break down the design. Team formation: assemble a cross-functional team. It includes a design engineer, subject matter expert, quality engineer, and other relevant stakeholder. This team will be the responsible for the conducting the DFMEA. Second, select the design. Choose the specific design or component that will the focus on the DFMEA. This can be for the new product or modification to the existing one. Break down the design. Decompose the design into the individual components, subsystem, or the function. The involves creating a comprehensive list of the implements make up the design. 4. Identify the potential failure modes. For each component or subsystem, brainstorm and list the all potential failure modes. A failure mode is a way in which component or system can malfunctions or fail in perform in the intended function. Fifth, determine the effect or failure. For each identify failure modes, assess and document the potential effect on the product performance, safety, and the functionality. Consider how failure may the impact customer, the environment, and the stakeholder. 6. Assign service city rating. Assign a service city rating to each failure modes to the priorities this importance. Service city rating are typically numerical values that indicate the potential impact of the failure on a scale. Example 1 to 10, where a higher number represents the more severe consequence. Effect criteria servicity of effect ranking. Hazards without warning. Very high servicity ranking when is the potential failure mode affect the safe vehicle operation and they involve the non-compliance with the government regulation without the warning. Ranking 10. Hazardous with the hazardous with ranking. Very high servicity ranking to the potential failure modes affect safe vehicle operation and or involve the non-compliance with the government regular with warning. Ranking 9, very high. Effect very high, vehicle item inoperable, loss of the primary function. Ranking 8, high. Vehicle items operable but is reduce the level of performance customer very dissatisfied. Ranking 7. Moderate. Vehicle it is the operable but the comfort convenience items inoperable customer dissatisfied. Ranking 6. Effect low. Vehicle items operable but the comfort and the consequence item operable and the reduce the level of the performance customer somewhat dissatisfied. Ranking 5. Very low effect very low fit and finish the sequence of the rattles and items does not confirm defect the notified by the most customer greater than the 75%. Ranking 4. Minor fit and finish squeak and the rattle items does not confirm the defect notified by the 50% of the customer. Ranking 3rd. Very minor fit and the finish squeeze and rattle items does not confirm defect notified by the disclaiming customer less than the 25%. Ranking 2. None. No disclaimable effect. Ranking 1. So, customer the cause of the failure. Identify the root cause of the each potential failure mode. Understanding the underlying the cause is essential to developing the effect preventive measure. 8. Assign the occurrence rating. Assign on the occurrence rating to each cause of the estimate how likely it is occur. Occurrence rating is often assigned to numeric scale where higher value indicate the higher likelihood of the occurrence. 9. Determine the detection rating. Assessment the effectiveness of the current design and the control and quality checks to place the detecting each failure modes and assign the detection rating and estimate the likelihood detecting the failure modes before the reach the customer like service city and the occurrence detecting the rating are also usually numerical. 10. Calculate risk priority numbers RPNS, prioritize and development action plans, implement and monitor action. Process product failure modes and effect analysis form. Product life cycle management and product data management PLC and PDM एक खूप एक महत्त्वाचे टॉपिक आहे. PLC मध्ये येतं रिसायकलिंग डिस्पोजल मेंटेनन्स युजेस प्रोडक्शन मॅन्युफॅक्चरिंग प्लॅनिंग. PDM मध्ये स्पेसिफिकेशन कन्सेप्शन अँड डिझाइन रिअलायझेशन. आपण एक एक करून बघूया. Product life cycle management people data application process. Product life cycle supply chain and partner customer and market. Manufacturing process engineering prototype design and engineering concept requirement phase and disposal service and support. Product Lifecycle Management (PLM) and the Product Data Management (PDM) are two closely related concepts used in the product development and manufacturing to manage the optimizing various aspects of the product throughout the life cycle. While they have the distinct focus, they often work together and to enhance efficiency and collaboration. Product Lifecycle Management (PLM). PLM is a comprehensive approach that focuses on the managing the entire life cycle and of the product from the initial concept and design and throughout the production service and disposal. It involves the coordinates people's process, business system and information to ensure that the product is developed, manufactured and the supportable effectively. Product Data Management (PDM). PDM is a subset of the PLM that is specifically focused on the managing and the controlling product related data. It is typically revolves around CAD, computer aided design, data and other technical documents. Key features and PDM include data Data repository PDM is system store and the managed CAD files, specification documents and the other product related data in centralized repository. This ensure data consistency and the version control. Second, version and revision control. PDM system track the version and revision of the design files, making it is the to retrieve and revert the previous version when the needed. 3. Access control. PDM system provide the access control and the permission setting to the restrict who can view, edit or delete specific data, ensuring data security and integrity. 4. Change taking. PDM system maintain a history of changes made to the data, including who made the changes, when were made, and why they were made. 5. Integration with the other system. PDM system often they integrate with the CARE software, PLM system, and the enterprise resources planning (ERP) system, creating a seamless flow of data across the product life cycle. अशा प्रकारे आपलं युनिट नंबर 6 हे संपलेलं आहे. Thank you friends to watching my video, and thank you for Dr. SD Sanjay sir to provide the notes, and त्यांनी नोट्स प्रोव्हाइड केल्या म्हणून मी आज हे सेशन घेऊ शकलो, आणि त्यांच्या गायडन्समुळे आज हे सेशन घेऊ शकलो. थँक्यू सो मच सर, अँड थँक्यू सो मच गाईज टू वॉचिंग दिस माय व्हिडिओ. थँक्यू.